Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Xavier. I hope you guys had an awesome holiday break, and I'm here with Aloncio. So man, tell us. We're gonna talk about some interesting stuff, man, that happened, right? We have the playoffs coming up for the NFL, and it's looking pretty tight, man. It's looking pretty good. I'm really excited.
It's sad for most of us other fans out there.
Yeah.
Most fans are happy because the Cowboys are out, but I'm a Cowboys fan. But just gotta mention it out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, but a good future for the Cowboys. I see a lot of potential in them, and it's just about getting back to it, right? So let's get into these playoffs. We have Titans and Chiefs, Bills and Jaguars, Falcons and Rams, Panthers and Saints. That's what it's looking.
This
right?
weekend on the wild card.
That is a wild card.
On the wild card.
That's correct.
I got the Chiefs. I got the Titans. I'm sorry.
You got the Titans. Yeah. You know what? Why do we have the Titans? Because I have the Titans as well.
Well, Marcus Mariota, man, and he's got a good running game. You got a good defense in there and stuff. And the Chiefs, they're switching quarterbacks left and right. It's not consistent at all. They barely made playoffs. You lost 5 out of 6 games during the year, and you still make playoffs. You're probably one of the worst teams in the playoffs.
Okay.
But I got the Titans.
Look, I'm happy to see the Titans back in the playoff picture. They've always had some really good running game, especially when one of the fastest running backs in NFL history, Chris Johnson, played for them. But they kind of got quiet over the years, and to see them back in this in the playoffs, it's just it's awesome because it's opening up not only the running game for them, but also the quarterback, like you said. And yeah, the Chiefs, I'm a big fan of Kareem Hunt, but like you said, they haven't been consistent. They started off really strong beating the Patriots, 21-42, I think it was the final score.
5-0 they started.
Yeah, exactly, 5-0. They were probably the only team that stayed undefeated for a little minute, and then, it all just went downhill. But hey, we'll see what happens. We might be wrong. All right, so Bills and Jaguars, man. How do you see that going?
The Bills got a nice momentum getting in. They haven't been to the playoffs in 17 years. Bills got this one.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, my brother. I take the Jaguars on this one. The defense has been hot all season. Most of the games that they played. Jaguars is another team that you've never seen in the playoffs. At least out of what I've seen in the NFL, I haven't really seen the Jaguars make the playoffs. And to see them, now, I feel like they have something good going on. Something special.
2 very strange teams in the playoffs, but let's see how they do. Next up, we got the Falcons and Rams. I think Matt Ryan comes back and he gets it done. The Rams are a young team, very hot team. Wouldn't be surprised if they win either.
Yeah, especially with Gurley, the running back, and the defense as well, which they shut out the Seahawks. What was the final score again? 50-something to 7?
I don't know. The Seahawks played that worst game.
Yeah, it was the worst game.
Everybody was hurt. I don't understand. Panthers and Saints. To me, this is the game of the week of this whole wild card. I think this is gonna be the best game here. Who do you got for Panthers and Saints?
Well,
and why?
I think Drew Brees is a brilliant quarterback. He's very accurate. Michael Thomas is hot this season. That man is racking up those fantasy points, man. And I think they have a pretty solid defense, bro. So I'm gonna have to go with the Saints, just because of the veteran experience that's back there.
Yeah,
veteran quarterback.
Quarterback play definitely does have a lot to do with it, and which is why exactly I think the Panthers will take this one.
Oh, okay.
Because while you do have a Drew Brees, Super Bowl winning quarterback, MVP winning quarterback, he's had I don't know how many 5,000-yard seasons. He gets it done when he needs to get it done, but he's only got 1 ring. Now the Panthers, on the other hand, Cam Newton doesn't have a ring, but he's been to the Super Bowl, and he's a freak of nature. He can sling that ball as far as any other player in the league. Maybe not Aaron Rodgers, but maybe not so accurate. But he's got his legs to make up for it. He dips his head, runs over linebackers. He has the most rushing touchdowns out of any quarterback coming into the league since he came in. I'm repeating myself there. But and then and the most rushing yards by any quarterback since he came into the league as well. So, but there's the thing with Cam Newton. 2 different games he throws 4 touchdowns and 0 picks. And 2 other games he throws 0 touchdowns and 3 picks. Like he's been inconsistent this year, but he will be the difference maker in this game. And if he's on top of his game how he should be, he's unstoppable. They win this game if he plays what he needs to play.
You know what? I disagree with you. I think
Yeah,
he
yeah,
is
totally.
stoppable.
Yeah.
He is stoppable, not unstoppable. I think he
Oh, yeah,
is pretty
he can only
stoppable.
stop
I think
himself.
the Saints defense has been, solid, like I said. And it's gonna have to come down to the very last second, bro. The very last possession.
It probably
And,
can. And I would rather have Cam Newton, the freaking nature that nobody can stop when he's at the top of his game. When he does the right play, you can't stop him. You just can't. He's like a Gronk. When Gronk does the right play, you just can't stop him. Why? Because he's Gronk. He's the best tight end. He's more powerful. He's stronger than pretty much anybody out there on the field. He's the Gronk of quarterbacking. You know what I'm saying? If you were to compare a tight end and quarterback. But yeah, man. I mean, I got my Panthers, man. Like I believe Drew Brees, Sean Payton, all that stuff. But
oh yeah,
I
was gonna get to Sean Payton. There you go. The coaching has a lot to do with it.
Well, John Rivera's a really
Yeah,
good coach.
yeah, I absolutely think he is.
Two
as
great
well.
coaches going
Two
head
great
to head.
coaches going head to head, man, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
Ron Rivera
in
has
this
a
awesome
freaking
game.
robot on his team.
Well,
That's what he's got.
We'll see. Sean Payton, just don't fuck with his juicy fruit. Oh,
But
mess with juicy
yeah,
fruit.
but
I'm sorry.
I got none of these teams making the Super Bowl.
None of them.
None of these wild card teams are making the Super Bowl.
You know why?
Well,
Because we have 4 teams on a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Who do you think is gonna make Super Bowl then?
It's gonna be Vikings and Patriots.
Vikings and Patriots.
what are you doing over disagreeing? Yeah, but Vikings and Patriots. That's who I got. Who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I got the Patriots.
Who you
The
got?
Saints, man. The Patriots and the Saints, man. That's exactly who I got.
Hey man,
I got the Patriots and the Saints.
they're good.
You know,
don't get me wrong, they're good.
I feel like that's gonna be the one veteran against another veteran. You know, it's gonna be a great matchup. You know, the Saints will be able to get their chance for revenge since they lost this season horribly to the Patriots. They might be able to face each other again in the Super Bowl. You know, that's how I see it.
Yeah, this is the thing with all these NFC teams. All of them got hot. All of them were hot. All of them were really good. You can make a legitimate argument with the Eagles. When Carson Wentz was there, you can make a legit argument for the Vikings right now. So can the Saints and Panthers and the Rams as well. But there's a reason why the Eagles and the Vikings sealed the 1 and 2 spot. They were the most consistent in the NFC all year long, regardless of whom they played. They ended off with a 13-3 record each individually. While the quarterback Case Keenum won't be a breakout season Carson Wentz, while he's not a Superman Cam Newton, while he's not a Super Bowl winning Drew Brees, point is, this season, he's probably been the most consistent quarterback out of all of them. His touchdown to interception ratio, I don't know the exact number, but it's a positive one because he has a team. I think he played in 11 games or 13 games this season. No, he didn't play in 13. I think he's 11-2 as a starter. I think he didn't play in 2 of those games. But the Eagles, they lost Carson Wentz. I'm sorry, you're not gonna win without a good quarterback.
No, absolutely.
You're not. Nick Foles kind of held the job, but you're not gonna win without a good quarterback.
No.
Falcons have a good quarterback. The Panthers have a proven quarterback. Saints have a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now that leaves a question with the Vikings and Rams. Young quarterback. Case Keenum is not young though. Been in the league in a while. He's peaking at the right moment. He has the maturity to get this team to the playoffs. This is why I think the Vikings will win, because I feel they have a good running game, a good blocking lineman, and a great defense. Defense wins championship, which is why they'll be the only match for the Patriots. And I mean, I got the Vikings going all the way, beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl too.
Okay. All right, let's talk about this AFC Championship though between the Patriots and the Steelers.
Oh, you think it's between them?
How do you feel it's gonna be?
I think it might be.
How do you feel that's gonna be? Huh?
Whoa, you're assuming I'm thinking the Steelers are going to be in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
I probably don't think.
You don't think? You don't
No,
think
man.
that? No?
I'm going on Cinderella story. Bills. I'm going for the Bills, man. They're gonna take.
Oh, it's gonna be the Bills and Patriots at the very end.
Yeah, man.
That's
This is
what
gonna
you
be
think?
classic, dude. That's what I want to see. Like,
Oh, okay.
oh wait, no, they can't. They can't because the Bills will play the Patriots next round.
Yeah,
Never
because
mind.
they're
Oh.
in the same division. Yeah, so they couldn't.
Well, I guess these other teams can't beat the Steelers, but nah, dude. I already got the Patriots going into the Super Bowl. What do I gotta talk about this?
It have to be. Okay.
Yeah, no, I
Because
already got the Super Bowl, man.
the thing is, we saw the game earlier, and I'm a Patriots fan, you know.
Oh.
But we saw the game that happened earlier. Can we check the replays? Can somebody put the replays on?
yeah.
But yeah, and so how did that end? You know, we saw. Let's talk about that for a little second. Was that a catch? Was that not a catch? Because he wasn't touched, and he had control of the ball, but when he went down, the ball kind of touched the floor, and they ruled it as an incomplete, catch.
It wasn't a catch.
It wasn't a catch because he wasn't touched. Is that the reason it wasn't a catch?
Mm-hmm. Because it got loose before he was touched.
Even if you give 2 steps,
If you gave 2 steps and he got touched, then he went down. That's because he went down with the touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the rule is, if you catch the ball, even if you secure it, you have to make a football move. But he didn't provide enough evidence to make a football move. So to him, he just caught the ball, took his knee down, went to the ground by himself, and the ball got loose when he hit the ground. And I mean, he caught the ball, but then got loose when he hit the.
And didn't it break the plane? It broke the plane as well.
Yeah, it broke the plane, but
it broke the plane.
But, I mean, even if you break the plane, you still gotta control the ball.
And then that's what happened. He probably, when he broke the plane, there was,
Well, he broke it in midair, and then like he tucked it in and popped loose.
It popped loose. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even pop loose that much, but still, it's not
it
catch,
hit
man.
the floor. So
As a fan that's been a victim to that crime that needs to be fixed in the NFL and film, looking at you. I don't care what you say. All you committee people say, "Oh, prove me something else that you need, a better catch rule." Well, there is. That's a catch. But as a victim of that crime, as a fan of a victim of that crime, back in 2014 with the Cowboys and Dez Bryant, I gotta stick with the rules, man. That wasn't a catch. But yeah, man, that was fun. But you know what's even more fun?
What's even more fun?
I'm sending this pick on you, Mr. Patriots fan.
Okay.
Mr. Obsessed fan over here.
Mr.
I think I'm gonna reach the next year in my life. No, look, Tom Brady will not play until he's 45. He will not play until he's 45. All right.
Tom Brady has still lots of talent left in him, and I feel like he can actually play till he's 45. I mean, I strongly believe he can. And you know why? Because Tom Brady is not like the rest of the quarterbacks. Let me tell you how. Not only is he a great quarterback, but the man doesn't take hits. The man goes to the floor. The man will not do his best to try to, break a tackle or whatever. The man would just go to the floor and say, you know what? We'll live another round. We'll live another day.
That does not mean he won't get hit.
Every quarterback,
but every single player,
with the way he
you're explaining how.
The way he plays, I feel like he's more protective with himself rather than trying to make the impossible. You know what? You have. As a player and as a human being, you develop instincts, right? You know when there's somebody coming at you. You can see him just like a boxer sees a jab. And so he sees a defensive player coming towards him. What does he do? He goes to the floor. I see it because he sees the instinct and he goes to the floor. That's how he evades getting sacked a lot of the times. And I feel like that will help him, believe it or not, will help him get to play even up to, not maybe 45, but up to 44 or 43. 44 years old. I say 44, if not 45.
No, you said 45. So you're saying he won't play till he's 45.
No, I'm saying he could. He has the potential to do it.
The question is, you think he's playing till he's 45?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay,
I feel like,
no, he's not. Now that you went and rambled on and bambled over there.
Yeah.
No. Okay, every single player, I don't care what player you are, is one play away from getting seriously injured. Now, as a 5-time Super Bowl winning champ, maybe 6-time after this year's Super Bowl winning champ, you really think he wants to get that seriously hurt before he goes out? You really think he wants to go out through an injury? This is his best chance to go out on top. Tom Brady is a smarter player than that, which is why Tim Duncan didn't play until his last days, because he saw what Kobe went through. He saw what these other players have gone through. football and basketball are way different. Football is more physical.
Yeah.
And in basketball, you can push it maybe a couple more years. But in football, while yes, you've seen a couple quarterbacks play into the 40s. The latest example was Brett Favre for me. He was still very successful. NFC championships in his 40s. He made it. But he couldn't get over the hump because he threw interceptions to end the game. But either way, while yes, he will be successful, the body won't be able to handle it. Because what else do you got to prove as a 5-time Super Bowl champ in your 40s? What else you got to prove, man? You ain't gonna be making that big contract anymore. Yes, you love the game, but at some point, you gotta say, "Hey, I'm ready to hang it down." Why? Because Father Time is undefeated. And no quarterback, well, from my knowledge, no quarterback has been successful at 45 in the NFL. But that was fun.
That was fun. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. This was In the Kitchen. Go ahead and leave your comments below and follow us where.
Follow us on Twitter at 1N_TH3_kitchen. That's our Twitter. Give us some. Where we tweet a little bit, give some retweets, give some follows. We'll reach out to you guys. Don't be afraid to reach out. And,
your feedback. We want to know what you think. Will Tom Brady play till he's 45? Comment below or comment on Twitter, guys.
The answer is no. See you next week.
Take it easy.